CAPM Overview Program. Section 6. CAPM Exam Strategy and Preparation. All right, let's talk about the exam itself. It's 150 multiple-choice questions, and you get exactly 3 hours. That's about 1 minute 12 seconds per question, so time management is key. Remember, 15 questions are unscored, but treat every question seriously. Focus on understanding the concepts, not just memorizing. This slide explains the ECO breakdown for the CAPM exam, based on PMI's latest outline. The exam is structured around 4 key domains, each with a different weightage. Understanding this helps you allocate your preparation time more effectively. 1. Domain Why, Project Management Fundamentals and Core Concepts, 36%. This is the largest portion of the exam. It includes basic principles, terminology, and key concepts every project manager must know. Second domain 2, Predictive Plan-Based Methodologies, 17%. This domain covers traditional or waterfall project management methods, where planning is done upfront. Third domain 3, Agile Frameworks and Methodologies, 20%. This includes concepts from Agile and Scrum, where work is done in short cycles with frequent feedback. Fourth domain 4, Business Analysis Frameworks, 27%, focuses on the tools and techniques used to understand business needs and deliver solutions. Together, these make up 100% of the exam content. On this slide, we are discussing the breakdown of the CAPM exam based on domains and their respective percentage weights. It's important to note that these percentages are set by PMI and can change over time. Always refer to the official CAPM examination content outline for the latest updates. Now, let's understand this with a real-world example shown on the right. If the domains Project Management Fundamentals and Business Analysis together make up over 60% of the exam, that means you should prioritize studying these topics more. Spending more time on high-weightage domains helps you score better, rather than focusing too much on less weighted sections. This slide focuses on how to prepare effectively for the CAPM exam by using the right study guides and resources. First, we have the official PMI resources. The primary reference is the PMBOK guide. It covers all the key concepts, processes, and especially the ITTOs. Inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs. This guide should be your foundation. Additionally, the PMI website, pmi.org, provides the most up-to-date content outline, ECO, practice questions, and other useful materials. Second, there are CAPM exam prep books, written by reputed authors like Rita Mulcahy and Andy Crow. These books break down the PMBOK guide in simpler language and offer tips, tricks, and practice questions to help you understand and retain the content more easily. A multi-pronged approach using both PMI resources and prep books is highly recommended for the best results. Continuing with study resources, here are 3 more effective strategies. 3. Online courses and boot camps. There are many accredited training providers who offer CAPM preparation courses, both online and in person. These not only guide your learning, but also fulfill the 23 contact hours required for exam eligibility. Choose the course that fits your learning style best. 4. Flashcards and note-taking. Flashcards are a great tool for memorizing key terms, definitions, formulas, and especially ETOs. Pairing flashcards with effective note-taking during your study sessions can really boost retention and recall. 5. Study groups. Learning with others can be very powerful. Collaborate with fellow CAPM aspirants. Discuss concepts, clarify doubts, and quiz each other. Peer learning helps reinforce concepts more effectively. The real-world example on the right shows how a smart candidate first reads the PM bulk guide for a broad understanding, then shifts to a CAPM prep book for focused study. They also make flashcards for formulas and ETTOs to strengthen memory. This slide highlights the importance of practice exams and using PMI resources during your CAPM exam preparation. 1. Practice exams. Try to take as many full-length practice exams as possible. This will help you become familiar with the exam format, question types, and how to manage your time. After each test, review the incorrect answers to understand where you're going wrong and refer back to the relevant PMBOK guide sections to strengthen those areas. 2. PMI.org resources. PMI provides official sample questions on their website, PMI.org. These are great for getting a realistic preview of the types of questions you'll face. There's also PMI Study Hall Trademark, a paid product designed specifically for CAPM prep. It offers practice questions, mini-exams, and even full-length simulated exams. It's highly recommended due to its realistic style and alignment with the actual exam. Now let's explore 3 more elements that enhance your CAPM exam preparation. 3. Exam simulators. Many third-party platforms offer CAPM exam simulators. These simulate the real test environment. Choose simulators that provide explanations for both correct and incorrect answers. This helps in learning from your mistakes. 4th, process group flow. It's important to understand the flow of process across the 5 process groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and closing. Many exam questions are based on how these processes connect, so grasping this flow is key. 5. ETTOs. Inputs, tools and techniques, outputs. You don't need to memorize all ITTOs, but you should know the most important ones. Focus on understanding why a certain tool or technique is used in a particular process and what output it generates. This conceptual clarity is often tested in the exam. The real-world example shows how a student consistently practices with full-length exams, uses simulators with detailed explanations, and carefully reviews each mistake to learn the PMBOK reasoning behind it. This slide outlines the simple steps involved in applying for the CAPM exam on PMI.org. Step 1. Create a PMI account. If you don't already have one, the first step is to go to PMI.org and register for a free account. This account will be used throughout your certification process. Step 2. Meet eligibility requirements. To be eligible, you need 2 things: a secondary degree, which could be a high school diploma or its global equivalent. Completion of 23 hours of project management education. Make sure you have the certificate or completion proof ready before you apply. Step 3. Fill out the online application. Once logged into your PMI account, navigate to the CAPM certification page. You'll need to fill in your personal details, educational background, and specifics about your 23 contact hours of project management education. Make sure you double-check all the sections before submitting the form to avoid delays or rejection. Step 4. Application review and payment. Once you submit your application on PMI.org, PMI will review it. This usually takes about 5 business days. If your application is accepted, you'll get an email with instructions to make the payment. This payment can be made as a member or non-member, depending on your preference. Step 5. Schedule your exam. After the payment is done, you'll receive an authorization to test, or ATT email. This email allows you to book your exam at any Pearson VUE testing center Or you can choose online proctoring. Keep in mind, PMI may randomly audit some applications. If you're selected for audit, you'll need to submit documents like education certificates. This adds time to the process, so it's best to stay prepared. Real-world example. Let's understand with an example. A candidate completes a CAPM prep course and receives their certificate. They go to pmi.org, create their account, fill in all the required details, pay the fee, and then schedule their exam for the next available date at a nearby center. This slide is about how beginners can plan their study timeline and adopt the right mindset to succeed in certification exams like PMP. 1. Study timeline. Typical duration. Most beginners need about 1 to 3 months of focused study. It depends on how much prior knowledge you have and how many hours you can study daily. Create a plan. Break down the syllabus using the Exam Content Outline, ECO. Make weekly goals and spend more time on topics you find difficult. Consistency. Studying a little every day or every week is better than cramming everything at the last minute. Second mindset. Tips for beginners. Understand, don't memorize. Try to understand the logic behind the PMBOK guide concepts. Don't just memorize definitions. Many questions test your understanding of real-life scenarios. PMI-isms. Learn PMI's way of thinking and terminology. Sometimes the PMI way might be different from your real-life project experience, and that's okay. Answer as per PMI's perspective. This part continues the study timeline discussion and focuses on practical strategies and a real-world example. 1. Study timeline. Manage expectations. This is an entry-level exam, but it still takes effort. If your early practice test scores are low, don't get discouraged. Improvement takes time. Process of elimination. When facing multiple-choice questions, try to first eliminate the clearly incorrect options. This increases your chances of picking the correct answer. Positive self-talk. Believe that you can pass. Visualizing your success and using affirmations helps boost your confidence. Rest and breaks. It's important not to burn out. Taking short breaks during study and ensuring enough rest, especially before the exam, helps with retention and performance. Real-world example. Box on the right. Let's say a student studies for 2 hours every weekday evening for 8 weeks. They cover 2 ECO domains per week, use positive affirmations, and take a full day off each week to relax. That balance helps them stay consistent and motivated.